Hi everyone, it's Vanessa. I'm here to do the spring reading tag, and I was tagged by Deboki, and I'll leave her channel linked below. And this tag is originally by Amy Jane Smith, and I'll also leave her original tag video linked down below in case you want to do this tag yourself. The first question is, what books are you most excited to read over the next few months? I would say all of the books that I told myself I was going to be reading this year and were like my most anticipated reads for this year. I'll put that video in the cards, but from that one, probably soon it's going to be like all the classics. Pride and Prejudice, Jane Eyre, and Rebecca. I need to get to those soon. The second question is, what book most makes you think of spring for whatever reason? I think the first thing that I thought was Eve Ensler's The Vagina Monologues, and it's probably because the majority of that book compares vaginas to flowers, and flowers reminds me of spring. So that might be a little bit of a weird answer, but that's what I first thought of. The third question is, the days are getting longer, what is the longest book you've read? For this one, I gotta check Goodreads because I have no idea. Yep, it's Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is a lot of people's answer for this question. That one's at 870 pages, and then the next one under that is Outlander, which is 850 pages. The next question is, what books would you recommend to brighten someone's day? For this one, I would definitely say the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, which I haven't finished yet, and that's something else, another book that I'm looking forward to really soon. But I've read the first three, and those books just make me so happy when I read them, and just make me so like optimistic, and the way the characters treat each other just makes me feel happy. So it's definitely a series that brightens my day, and characters that definitely brighten my day. Number 5 is Spring Brings New Life in Nature. Think up a book that doesn't exist but you wish it did. I would like to find a romance book that I actually like. I feel like all the romance books that I read are really corny. Number 6 is spring is also a time of growth. How has your reading changed over the years? It has changed a lot. When I was really young, I used to not like reading at all. And that was like when I moved here from Venezuela and I didn't know English. And then in middle school, I started reading more, and into the beginning of high school, I read a lot. Then towards the end of high school and like all of my undergrad, I read very minimally. I only really read for class. Looking back, that's kind of sad, and I know that I could have made time for reading, but I just wasn't thinking about that. But after I graduated with my bachelor's, I had like a year where I was not in school and I didn't know what to do and I didn't have hobbies. So that's when I jumped back into reading. And also when I sort of started my booktube channel, it had only been maybe 5 months after I graduated that I started my booktube channel. And since then, I've read so much. Like last year, that's probably the most I've read ever in a year. And I'm on pace to probably do even better this year. So that's really exciting. And I've just made it more of like a staple in my life, which I'm really proud of because it's a fun hobby, and it's a hobby where I get to learn a lot too. So now that I'm doing my master's, it's not really stopping my reading like school stopped my reading during undergrad. Number 7 is, we're a couple months into the new year. How's your reading going? I would say it's going pretty well. I've read maybe 25 books so far this year. A lot of them have been graphic novels. I haven't read that many like 300 plus page books. A lot of the novels that I read have been on the shorter side, but I'm finishing up school. I only have a week left of school for this semester, and then summer is all mine. I do have things planned for summer. I've started volunteering at the library. I'm seeing if I could do some other volunteering as well during the summer, but a lot of the time it is going to be like extracurricular activities for me, so that's exciting. The last question is, any plans you're looking forward to over the next few months? And yes, I think this is a great time to tell you guys that in about 2 months? Yes, in about 2 months I'm moving, and I'm moving like west, which I've never been west, but me and my boyfriend are going to be moving to the Denver area. He got a job out there. He's finishing with his master's right now, and then we're gonna go over there at the beginning of July, so that's really exciting. Also really nerve-wracking because we have to like move all of our stuff, figure out where we're living, figure out what we're doing, and me finding a new job while I'm there while I finish my master's. But yep, that's really what I'm looking forward to over the next few months, is figuring out our game plan and then following up with our game plan. And now I finally got to tell you guys because I haven't really made a video or talked about it, but now I have, and now you know. So you can look forward to that. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I don't really know who hasn't been tagged. I think this one has been around quite a bit. So if you haven't done this tag, please do it. It's really fun. It's actually like one of those tags that's more talking about yourself and not as much about the books. So I enjoyed doing this one. So if you haven't done it, do it. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. There's a bug flying around. It's great.